Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel again today. In today's video, I'm doing something different. I'm doing a podcast, my first podcast. Now, I have done radio recordings and audio recordings in the past, but I'm going to be calling this my podcast. So you'll be seeing the image and hearing my voice as I talk to you about frugal living. Now, I have a series called Ffloss on my channel, which stands for Frugal Friends Living on Social Security. And in today's video, I'm going to tell you some tips, tricks, and ideals that can help you save money, spend less, and live frugal on Social Security. So the first thing I want to recommend is that you set up a budget. Write down on a notebook every bill that you have and the amount you pay, unless it's something that you can't estimate, like a utility bill or a water bill. And then write down how much money you have coming in so that you can compare the two and see if your budget matches your income. There might be some areas where you can cut back a little, where you can pay less, or you can completely eliminate this item from your budget. The second thing I want to tell you is pay in cash if possible. It's always better if you pay in cash instead of using a credit card or even writing a check. Checks are pretty much obsolete nowadays. Most people pay their bills online through their banking app. But if you're in a store buying something, if you can pay in cash, that's even better. And then the next thing I would like to recommend that you do is try to barter with people. If you have friends that have things they're getting rid of, and you have things you're getting rid of, talk to them and see if they might be wanting to swap the items with you. Maybe trade a pair of your jeans for a blouse that they've got that you like, or even barter in doing things for money. Like tell them, I'll cut your hair if you come over and mow my grass or something like that. Barter, figure out different things that you need that costs money and find somebody that you can switch with and get it done for less or for free. The next thing that I want to recommend is that you make your own cleaning products. And this can be done very easily using vinegar, lemon juice, get a spray bottle and put your liquid detergent in there and use it for a stain remover. You can use vinegar for cleaning lots of different things. And next thing I like to tell you is to learn a few basic sewing tricks. Now, I know there's some people out there that don't sew, but if you can learn how to sew a button, do a hem, repair something that's ripped, you can save your clothes and make them last a little bit longer and not have to buy new ones if you can repair what's wrong with the old one. Grow your own foods. Now, it's really easy to grow tomatoes, cucumbers, green peppers, onions, lettuce. These are all things that you buy at the store that can be quite expensive. But if you can set a small part of your yard aside and grow your own garden, you can save money. Learn to freeze and can foods. Now, this is something that I never learned to do. I have recently started freezing a lot of things, but I never learned to do the canning, processing canning. Freezing is pretty simple, and there's a lot of videos on YouTube that show you how to freeze different types of foods so that you can have them to last longer. If they're laying in the bottom of your refrigerator, they're going to go bad eventually. But if you can freeze them, you can have them to use in the future. And the next thing is one that I've never done, but it's one that I found while I was researching, to grow your own herbs. If you can get a little tiny potted planter thing like from the Dollar Tree and some potting soil, get some seeds and plant the herbs that you use the most, like parsley, different things like that. It can save you money. Herbs and spices are very expensive, so if you can grow your own, you're going to be saving a little bit of money. And cook at home as much as possible. Now, I know we all enjoy going out and having a hamburger, or going through the drive-thru and getting a soda and a thing of French fries or something like that. But if you can save your time and come home and just cook it, you can save a lot of money, and you can also cook more healthy. The food that you get in a lot of restaurants has salt and MSG. So if you cook it at home, you can control how much of these things go into it. And also make your food from scratch. I know they sell cake mixes and muffin mixes and things like that. But if you can have a recipe book with a thing in it that you use quite often and learn to just make it from scratch, you can save big bucks there. When using products, use just a dab. You can get by with a lot less of an item that you use. Like, for instance, when you're doing your laundry, a lot of people take that cap and fill it to the top. But if you look on the inside, most of those caps have lines in there that tell you low, medium, high. And if you fill it up to just that line, you can use less product. You can also use less product in washing powder by adding water. The same thing with shampoo and conditioner and body wash. Learn to repair things around your house. Now, I just recently discovered I have a drippy faucet in my kitchen. And I went and watched a YouTube video on how to repair it. Now, I still have to go to the store and buy the thing that goes down in it. But I know now how to repair a drippy faucet. And learn to recycle things. Now, I'm not advocating keeping a lot of things around your house because you do want to downsize and get rid of things. But if it's something that you use on a regular that you can recycle from something else, then yes, most definitely save that item and recycle it. Conserve your energy. Turn out lights when you leave a room. Keep your lights low or have an automatic timer that comes on. Wash only full loads when you're doing your laundry. And if you're leaving for a long period of time, turn your thermostat back so that you're saving energy there. Conserve water by taking short showers. Save water that you use from cooking vegetables and other things to pour out in your garden that you're growing. Make your own gifts. If you sew, you can sew a lot of gifts in crafting. You can also bake things for people like cookies, muffins, pies, and cakes. You can make crafts for people. There's all kinds of crafty things on YouTube that make really nice gifts for people for birthdays and Christmas and different holidays. And this is something that I do very often. Buy at thrift stores and yard sales. Anytime I'm able to find something that I use on a regular at a thrift store or a yard sale, I feel like I've scored the big one. And you can find these things at a lot less price if you shop at a thrift or a yard sale. And the last thing that I want to tell you is to save gas by driving less. If you're going somewhere and it's close enough that you can walk and you don't have to carry a lot of things back, do that. Leave your vehicle parked and walk. Not only is it going to save you gas, but it's going to make you a lot healthier in the long run. You get to look at the sights around your town, meet people. You might even find money on the sidewalk. So park your car and save that gas. And so there you have it. This is my very first podcast on frugal living, my Ffloss series, Frugal Living with Friends on Social Security. We want to thank you all for coming to visit with us on this video. And remember, life is short. So make it a great one. Y'all come back now any old time. Bye for this one.